Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, my favorite gamer. What's tonight's Wednesday stream? I hope you guys are doing well tonight. I hope you guys are doing nice and fine and dandy. I hope that, if not, I hope that you enjoy the nice chill gaming stream that is tonight here. Because that is the plan. That is the plan. Um, Now, I do have a poll both on Kick and YouTube side of things, which I will explain in just a second here. Just a second here. I don't want to, completely just, raw dog, no lube required, just going just straight in like an African with a sandy vagina, like that situation. Like, I don't want to do that just yet. Just maybe like 5 minutes of foreplay. Never hurt anybody, right? Right. Um, there. So, bro, what exactly? Exactly. You heard the description, and my dog immediately left the station. So I'm gonna close my door before my dad hears any of this. There we go. Mom, maybe you should have done the poll later when you have more people watching. Well, like the poll is supposed to last a while. Well, the YouTube one does. The Kick one doesn't fucking last at all. The Kick one thing. I love Kick dearly. I really do. But there's a couple issues here and there that I have with it, and one of the minor issues is that the polls last like 30 seconds at best. So maybe we'll redo the poll here in like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something like that. Kick poll was like 2 minutes. Yeah, it's not a long time for a poll if we're gonna because the thing is, at least on the YouTube side of things, the idea is that it's supposed to last the entire stream. That way, everybody that's comes in throughout the stream, because people have lives, right? They don't just watch a void yap endlessly all day. That way they can come in and give their 2 cents whenever they do, because that's that situation. Oh, the Kick poll, that should meant the Discord one. Yeah, there's also a poll on Discord, but that's unrelated to the topic at hand. I was also going to do a Discord poll, but then I realized that I literally just did a poll already on Discord for a different topic, and I was like, wait, that's a lot of polls and a lot of pings. Okay, the thing is, I've been very lazy, like, past couple months now. April wasn't a very good month for me, IRL, and it has affected my productivity. And then it's like May has been kind of like better, but I'm still but it's almost the end of May now. Like I don't have the same problems I had in April, but I'm was dealing with the ramifications of April. If that makes any sense, right? And I'm just now kind of like getting back into the swing of things and trying to be a bit more productive here, because I realized after like 2 months of just being basically a lazy piece of shit. I'm like, because I'm already naturally lazy, but I've been really, really bad, like extremely bad recently. And it's just like, okay, I need to get my shit together. This is getting way out of hand. Like, okay, 1 month, not the end of the world. 2 months, okay, this is kind of a problem. So I'm like, okay, I need to get going. And I have this laundry list of different things I need to do. Let me start taking care of them. And so I was doing that today, hence the Discord poll. But I was like, wait, okay, that's a lot of polls and a lot of things to do. Okay, all of a sudden, procrastination maxing. I'm not trying to procrastinate, like, at all, but it's just, yeah, like I said, it's been kind of a rough couple months. Mostly April. Mostly April was the rough month, but here I am at the end of May, and not much has changed. So how many excuses can I actually really have? There. So how dare you have a life of your own and not watch the streams nonstop? Exactly. I realize I'm really in chat and not super chats because I'm a dumb foid. So Philip, thank you for the 1,000 warp tokens. I had to figure out what 500 plus 500 was there. Hold on. Because I wanted to say 10,000. It's like, wait, that's not it. That's a bigger number. But thank you for 1,000 warp tokens. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, hello, Mo. Love your segment on AI on YouTube. Sorry. So, love your segment on AI on YouTube. Today on Side Scrollers, they announced it's used to create content, but it's used to discriminate. Also, love the face that knowing your views on the subject, you gave their dues the AI artists like Leaflet and Skybrows. Thank you. Well, yeah, like I like their stuff, but like it's like I don't have a problem with Lily like AI artists. Obviously, there's an issue with AI slop. But there is a distinguish, and I do think you can actually define a line, at least at the moment, what's AI slop and what's AI art. I think you can definitely kind of tell what's the difference there. But but that's a kind of a whole can of worms, there. But I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Check it out. Check it out if you haven't seen it today. I was on Side Scrollers. And I'll be on Side Scrollers again, at least at the moment, July 1st. It is, about a month out, so just keep in mind, things can change. But right now the plan is July 1st, so I'll be back on Side Scrollers, which makes me very excited. There. um. Yeah, then thank you, Thomas Menex, for the $2 reduce. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blonde them all win. Well, might be sooner than you think. Might be sooner than you think, but it's a secret. It's a secret here. AI is just a tool and takes a lot of skill to make it look good. Yeah, it does. Like I've said this before. And I did it with the Skybrows React, which I know a lot of people watch, but I guess to repeat myself the loop briefly here. Like I do have a lot of I do respect the AI artists that spend like a week plus perfecting the AI, because it is kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, and there is a lot of effort that you have to go into. But I always respect hand-drawn traditional art a lot more, just because of the actual legit skill and years it takes to actually master that craft. Like I do think there is a gap there, and that you can support AI, but also recognize traditional art deserves more credit. But I say that as somebody who used to be a traditional artist, and I never really got into digital art, and I do think I see digital artists, I don't say cheating, but digital art definitely has a lot of shortcuts and ways to make things easier as it is, which I respect because it still is a skill in itself. Once again, it's like that. Like I feel like it's like the dumbing down of art. They each have their different levels of skill, and they both like if you make something good out of it, you should get the praise you deserve. But nothing will beat traditional. And as you slowly rely on technology more and more and more, and lose the actual skill to create the such thing, then that's when, like there is a discussion there. And so I do actually understand the anti-AI art, right? AI stuff, but I don't think going into whole psychosis is the solution either. Hmm. There. Yeah. If that makes any sense. I hope it makes sense. Like, I'm not trying to, like, I don't know, repeat myself too much here, because I talked about it recently, right? And I know I loop on occasion, but, like, it literally was just, like, yesterday that I talked about this. I'm trying to keep in mind how much I repeat myself, because I'm aware I repeat myself quite a lot, as the same topics come up again and again and again, right? And so I'm like, okay, trying to expand my horizons, trying to, like, various topics and various things here. So, new one's take on AI from a void. Like, I feel like it's, I mean, yeah, maybe this is the proof that I'm not actually a void. But yeah, I feel like it's gotten to such a point where it's either you're completely pro AI or you're completely anti AI, and those who are pro AI are on the right, surprisingly. And then those who are anti AI are on the left, and there's no in between. And it's just like, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. Like you can use AI to make memes and shit posts, but I will still commission real artists for things. Like the Floundering Void Friday thumbnail that I use, I will replace that with an actual legit thumbnail. That is the goal. I've just, well, part of the whole being lazy the past couple months has affected that. But I'm once again getting back into the swing of things as things are becoming a bit more normalized, and I'm trying to fix myself. And you know that should change in the near future. Once I get a couple other things handled first. So like, but I will always still call him actual real artist. Because I do once again respect it, and I do like the talent that goes there. And frankly, real artists have a variety of different styles. While AI has a very distinct style, at least at the moment, it will evolve like it has. But at the moment, you can tell when something's AI because AI has a very distinct style that it goes about, depending on which software that you're using. And I do like how artists can have a variety of different styles, even though I'm picky about it myself. There. Fun note, I've seen Pro AI start breaking out of the older trans community. They're recreating old family photos of their true selves as their parents die off. It's heartwarming, kind of fucked up. That is insane. Okay. I mean, good for them, I guess. But that is very strange. They need help for a lot of various different ways, but that just kind of, solidifies it even more if that wasn't already the case. Okay then. Okay. I do think that does kind of remind me though. I do think part of the whole anti-AI that the AI hates is the fact that it's new, but two, it wasn't that long ago that it was actually kind of shit. And people would like laugh at it and make fun of it, and people don't realize how fast it's actually developed in advance. Given it a year, and like, we're fucked. Maybe another 2 years, depending on how things go. You can definitely see the corporations start cracking down, as well. Something we discussed in Side Scrolls today, so I guess spoilers for it, was that YouTube is starting to make people wants to roll a feature where people tag their videos for being AI. But they're being very vague about it, like YouTube does, and chances are they're going to suppress you in the algorithm for using AI. And I don't really trust corporations with this certain thing. I feel like it's going to be another COVID WHO policy thing where they have on the bottom of videos being like, the World Health Organization, says that you should wear a mask and stay 6 feet apart because you're not gay, something along those lines, but with AI, because it's bad when plebs use it, because, like I said, AI has been very, a pro-right side situation, versus it's good when corporations do it, because that's the AI is the one affecting the algorithms, they're the one building the data center, all that fun stuff, but it's bad when plebeians use it. I'm getting that kind of vibe coming, so we'll see how much it advances, especially with how much they've locked down on Gemini and ChatGPT, Grok. Grok's a little bit freer, but still, they have all these different safeguards. I remember back when AI was really starting to become a thing a few years ago. V would spend way too many streams playing with prompts with ChatGPT, and learning how to actually jailbreak it. Which, to be fair, I'm pretty sure he was actually, basically training the AI how to actually stop the jailbreaking. But he'd do, Goku versus, racist something or whatever, matchup scenarios. And they would make this most absurd different scenes. And they say the craziest things, trying to basically break the safeguards of AI for saying slurs, being racist, being sexist, being transphobic, all the ists and obs that you're not supposed to be, and trying to figure out how to get around that kind of stuff, with anime characters and things like that. But that was a few years ago, and it's definitely evolved significantly since then. But anyways, I should probably address the elephant in the room. here. So, first off, where did my poll on YouTube go? Huh? Did it end already? I thought it ends when I tell it to end. Hold on. Wait a second. I'm retarded. Did it already end? What were the results? No. No, it just disappeared on my side. Hold on. I'm bringing it back up. Okay. So, first off, the elephant in the room here. So, should I continue 13 Sentinels and move on to Shadow of the Colossus? So, since this is a game stream, as a lot of you guys know, you know, game at this point in time, games are funded by you, chat. Well, I guess usually it's by individuals, but it's supposed to be a group fun thing where you guys throw $5 or $10, and over time the goal gets hit, and then eventually I play the game, move on. I completely stole this model from Arch, but I haven't actually implemented it one-to-one. To assert for like certain different details here. However, I won't lie. I'm not actually enjoying 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. If last stream wasn't very obvious about it. Like the story is good, but I hate the gameplay. I hate how the game is set up. And it's a very, very long game, and I'm not exactly a fan of visual novels, which is what the story is. And it's just... yeah. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm complaining about playing a game on stream, oh, boo-hoo, right? But at the same time, I'm not enjoying myself, I'll be honest here. I am a bit interested in the story, so I do kind of want to just finish the story, frankly. But at the same time, you know, I do want to do what, at the end of the day, I want to do what you guys are interested in. So, please, if you're on YouTube, or just go to YouTube briefly, because the kick poll only lasts like 30 fucking seconds, because they're too short, right? Just vote what you want to do. Do you want me to actually complete the game? Do you want me to at least finish the story? Do you want me to move on to the next game, or do you not care? Which, by the way, the next game has been funded as Shadow of the Colossus. Which, I won't lie, I am looking forward to that game. I want to hack and slash and kill something. And I've heard it's really good. Like, it's a classic game that I've heard nothing but, like, singing praises for years ever since it came out. So, I am, you know, that's kind of where I am. But I want, at the end of the day, like, obviously I want to do what you guys want for those that actually do watch the game streams. Because I know it's a niche kind of within a niche in itself. So I kind of go from there. That's the idea. Yeah, you were a little upsetty, just a little bit upsetty. Like, I'm okay playing more of the story, but if I'm gonna play more of a story, then I need to do it tonight, because I do not want to go through more gameplay, unless you guys want me to finish the game, which I will. If that's what you guys want here. Move on to something else if you don't enjoy it. Well, the problem is, right? It's a good problem to have, right? Is that, you know, the game has been paid for, right? Like, people actually threw money at this, right? It's not simply like I'm playing this on my own volition situation here. And so I don't want to throw the money away. I've done many streams showing with the game, but I've also spent many of them either yapping or doing reacts, something along those lines. So it's not like every single stream has been just the game itself. But I have gotten, you know, halfway through, more or less, in the game. I know I'm like halfway through the actual gameplay, and I'm like halfway through the actual story. So those within itself is like halfway through 3/4 of the game. I can't. It's hard to really judge with this. Maybe like 2/3. It's a massive game. And I'm still definitely long ways off from finishing it, but I'm also not like, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to find that balance here, altogether. So, yeah, from there. Thank you, Crowder Crawler, for the $1 redo. How much for Pragmata? I don't know. I know that's a pretty big game in itself, and frankly, I'm not actually like that interested in it. And so maybe once we get like a couple more games down from the list, I don't know. I say that, but then somebody hands me a big wad of cash, and then I'm just like, okay, well, I can't say no. So, and to kind of go from there. Um, there. Don't stream massive games? Well, I don't have problems with massive games if I like the game in itself. Like, I did Red Dead. Red Dead was one of my first, like, games I started streaming on the channel. Though I know basically all the VODs are gone when I had to do the great channel wipe of 25. But I love Red Dead. Oh, that was a ton of fun. My original plan was actually to play Red Dead 2 right after it. But then, you know, plans change. I have lots of plans that never go through with them. I'm just like my mother. Weren't you gonna play an Elder Scrolls at some point? Yeah, I was considering playing Oblivion when that remake came out, but that didn't happen. Like, there's so many games I want to play, but you know, I also want to play what you guys want. So I'm trying to, like, you know, I'm trying to do. I'm trying. I just want to make me happy. So, and kind of going from there. Yeah. Everyone wants to. Every single person in chat wants to play Morrowind. Well, I do want to play Morrowind. I want to play like all the Elder Scrolls games. So, yeah. There. This is why men decide plans. True. Let's see. Pragmata isn't a big game. It's fairly short. I would have to actually look into the game size and everything. From there. But yeah, but basically just vote on the poll. But apparently there's also a kick poll going on too, though. They're very short and fleeting. And yeah, and then speaking of polls, if you were on the Discord server and you didn't vote already, I would say join and vote if you haven't. For merch ideas. I'm doing an interest check on the Discord server. I was gonna do a poll on YouTube as well on the community post, but you can only have like 4 options. So I might do one later with the main 4 that went in the Discord server just to kind of see the overall vibe, but probably not. Trying to figure out what merch you guys would like. If you guys would like any merch. Obviously, only do if you want the actual merch in itself. If you're not interested, don't bother with it, because, well, I feel like it's self-explanatory there. There. Put a Figma on the full, please? You mean wait, what's a Figma? I thought, like, you're gonna say FOMO, but that's completely different thing here. So, Sigma? But isn't Sigma a term, not an actual thingy? Like a figure? Oh, I've never heard of that before. That I'm aware of here. Fumo, you dumb whore? I'm sorry! Thank you, Crowded Color, for the $1 redo. Thank you. 2 game nights, 1 for personal games, 1 for community games. That would take forever to get through. That would take forever to get through the individual games. And then, like, especially the story in the game, which is, you know, the games I kind of prefer, then I would often forget what's happening in the story. And plus, there's lots of games that I want to play that are also community games in itself, kind of going from there. A Fumo would be cool too. Yeah, I would like a Fumo someday, but that's a whole different can of worms in itself. If it's closed, low-key is preferred to loud, I think. What's loud? I mean, most of it is loud. Oh, sorry. Most of it's closed, and then, like, keychains or posters and various other things. So something along those lines. I don't know. There's a bunch of different options within the Discord server. Here. What was it? Sweatshirt, aka hoodie. You know, one with the pockets, right? Because what's the point of a sweatshirt without pockets? Sweatpants, keychain, acrylic standee, t-shirt, mousepad, poster, all of the above. Not interested in merch. Though those were the options. I'm trying to start out a little bit small here and go from there. Cause like I do want a Fumo, I do want a Docky, I do want like a Booba mousepad. You know, I do want like things like that eventually to come. But you know, we're slow and steady wins the race. There. Amalgamyte brand tard helmet. Okay, that would be pretty funny actually. That'd be pretty fucking funny. I'd be down for that. Can you do a beanie? Probably. But that's gonna be like a niche thing where I have to like contact them and be like, hey, can you do this? And that would be maybe a little bit later on. How about that? A little bit later on. Together. But I do like beanies myself. But we're also getting the summer, though the merch probably wouldn't be out for a while. But yeah, I'm just trying to do some small stuff, some like basic small stuff. There's a lot of things I would like to do, and once again in the future. But keep in mind, like I'm probably a lot more honest with behind the scenes stuff than I should be with you guys. But at the same time, like I feel like it's good for viewers to know how this stuff kind of works. So like when you are tiny, right? Which is what I am. Let's be honest here, chat. I'm still basically a literal who. I've definitely gotten very lucky with my appearances and various different things. But in the grand scheme of things, I am small. And so when you are small, you are quite limited in the different options you have for merch, opportunities, you know, the things you can do for stream. Like it's just there's different limitations there that you have to kind of like factor in whenever you actually do want to like reach out and try new things. And just kind of go from there. And then as you grow and become bigger, then more opportunities arise. You're gonna have more connections, and just more capabilities to do more clever and fun things. Unless you're already like naturally skilled or already have connections, which I'm not. I don't have either of those. Right? I'm not very clever. I'm not naturally skilled. I don't have those kind of different benefits there to kind of make things easier for being small. Can I get the mall sex toy? Mods ban him. There. Give fat, small, mall head pats. Well, listen, I said tiny as in size, not as in weight. I am a 300-pound black man living in India right now. So, I wouldn't say I'm tiny in that front. I would perhaps acrylic stand might be more doable than a Figma at the moment. Still don't know what a Figma is, but I got some sort of like figurine thingy, which that would be cool. I would love a figurine. I love collecting little figurines, but that shit's definitely gonna be expensive and at like, you know, way in the future. And that's of course, you know, once again, all hypotheticals here. Like, by the miracle I don't get banned, right? Just because everything's going well now doesn't mean it will like in a year. So just one of those situations. I don't like set goals for myself. Like I don't want to like number. I want to say the slur, but I can't say the slur. I don't want to like do that kind of stuff. Batman in India. Sar. Oh. She exploded? What? Toucans got her. I blame Sleepy. I always blame Sleepy. Kick died. But YouTube also died here. Oh, like right now? Okay, yeah. I say slur in the about how like, yeah, I don't want to get banned or anything like that. And then, just stream just automatically just kills itself. I love it. I love it here. Okay, so it looks like stream is back. It's just a little bit of a hiccup. Just a little bit of hiccup. Refresh. And, you know, I don't... I don't know why I have problems with my internet. I'm sorry, chat. Like, my internet says it's working fine. But then it doesn't. It was Israel. It's always Israel. Then again, if I was a proper Mossad agent, you'd think they would keep my stream alive. But alas, it does not. Hmm. Ah. Rumble, YouTube kick can't win. Sadly, that's the case. How old is your router? Not that old. How about that? No. Damn man, she got zogged too? Well, did you really expect a woman to get away with these things and not actually have some sort of backing behind her to promote her? I'm just saying. Small compared to what? No one's going to be as big as the original streamer. Streaming is no longer hardware limited. Well, that's kind of the thing. Like, as more and more people start streaming, there is definitely an